It's like a CEO looks at what they need backwards from revenue with a fine-tooth comb versus the people that are pushing against it have a vested interest in the individual methodologies to each department. And then the second part of that is, do you then see a division of the role that can now see what you're seeing from the RevOps lens versus the ones that are pushing against it going further in the GTME direction, because they're not seeing that. So they're just saying, I can make more money if I push as many of these things into hypothetical buckets as possible, but they maybe haven't had the hat of the overarching architecture within their control. So they can't actually, they're not willing to see it. Maybe that's why coming up through some of those stories within the book, it's looking at it backwards from revenue, backwards via action architecture, right? But that's not how the individual people come up from each of those departments, because they're not in charge of those or that lens.
Yeah, I think it's a few things, right? Again, it goes back to like the ethos of the organization. So if you're in hyper growth mode and you're hiring, let's just say you're hiring and you don't have those processes and playbooks in place and everybody's not singing from the same choir sheet, then it's going to be it's the same thing for people using their own tools, right? It's the same reason that people prefer using a spreadsheet to the CRM because it's what they did before and it's easier for them. And it's not necessarily their fault. But when you're dropped into a situation and you're asked to start cold calling on the fourth day, and I just was in the sales subreddit last night, right? I see these things all the time, right? Sellers are being forced in these positions that I think are just insane and don't make any sense to me. Then what do you really expect is going to happen, right? Like when the pressure's on, like Mike Tyson says, everybody has a plan until they get punched in the mouth, right? And so if you're in an organization that's consistently getting punched in the mouth and there's no real direction, then people are going to scramble and they're going to go with the things that they're most comfortable with. And guess what? That might not align to what the CEO wants or really their managers want, because there is just almost like a Lord of the Flies esque mentality that's broken out.
I think just